Hi, Mahala Monday. Thank you very much for joining us. We're heading towards the end of October, but somebody that doesn't count the days because she's still celebrating New Year's Eve.
It feels like it.
Rhoda's here. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Dugald. Hello, everybody. So, yes, it's that time of the year. I'm still kind of celebrating. I think I'm still, you know, when you do your New Year's resolution, you're like, I'm still trying to figure that one out. It's already coming close to the end of the year. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Thank you very much for joining us. So, today, of course, we're going to do a bit of a catch-up show. We're going to look at things that have been making the headlines and news and what people have been talking about over the last couple of days since the last time we spoke. And we'll give our opinions on this, which is generally very flawed. But nevertheless, you might have one as well. But what we want you to do is definitely subscribe. Okay, so like it, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the things you got to do and share the show. That will be really fantastic, and we're going to bring you some fascinating content because we also interview guests. But tonight we're just doing a little bit of a catch-up. So my name is Dugald. Welcome.
Yes. Dugald, how are you doing? I first wanted to check in with you and make sure that you are good.
Yes, I had a birthday.
I was going to say last week you celebrated.
I'm doing a lot better. I've come to terms with the fact that I've done 365 around the sun. Sasaki is getting closer.
It's getting closer. I'm waiting on you.
Do you remember when, I don't know if you still get this, but you know, there was this I don't know if it was a multivitamin, but when I was a child, there used to be this ad on everywhere for Salusa 45.
Salusa 45.
Yeah.
I remember
and
that
it was for people who hit that age, and then they would start, you know what I mean? That's where you could start. Now you're there, and there's no Salusa 45 anymore.
It doesn't. It wasn't for me also exactly. Salusa 45 was for me almost like that switch that things were gonna get like better.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Like you were depending on it, but you were like, oh, it's okay. At least there's that. But there's no longer. There's now other stuff, more. I suppose. Not better, but like more focused things. But I remember that very clearly.
I think everybody remembers Salusa 45.
Yeah.
And I mean, the ad was like playing all the time.
You gotta be of a certain age.
And I was gonna say, wasn't it for me personally when I was younger and I saw Salusa 45? I always thought, gee whiz, it's for the old people.
Yeah.
You have to be like you're old at 45.
And also, when you saw it at somebody's house, you were like, yeah, they got Salusa 45.
Yeah.
They got it, yeah.
They've got Salusa 45.
It's like you know what I mean? Salusa.
The miracle drug. Makes you younger.
Yeah, but no, excellent week.
Yes,
Brilliant. Everything is going well. I trust everything is going good with you.
Yes, I cannot complain.
100%.
It's been crazy, but I've learned a lot last week, but it was a good week last week, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys also had a fabulous week and you kind of just, sitting back and just thinking back on everything that's happened, especially with you at your age and those that celebrated birthdays as well. It's time to really sit and think. So, straight to the point, Dugald. Today, officially, the matric learners started their final exams today. Can you believe it?
I forgot about this.
Are you serious? No, how can you forget about an important day like this? This is the thing that we look forward to. You know what? When it comes to this time of the year, matrics, the final exams, for me it's a sign of saying, we're getting closer to the end of the year.
Is it?
Yeah.
I forgot about the matric exams because I'm still waiting for my matric results. That's the first thing. So that's why, yes. But good luck.
Yes, all
to the 2024 learners.
Oh yeah.
National Senior Certificate. And let me just say this. And this is not to demotivate you or anything like this, but this is the most difficult exam you'll ever write.
The most, definitely.
It really is. And I'm not taking people who are studying master's degrees and PhDs, I'm not taking away that or the subject matter you do at the tertiary level. I'm not. And why I say this is the most difficult exam you will ever write is because it's a build-up of 12 years.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you entered school in 12 years ago, which was now 2012. Oh. That's when these people would have gone to school 2 years after the World Cup. Those grade ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We still, think about it, 2010, feel it is here. They were feeling it there, grade one. No, done now, finished.
It's done, it's finished.
So when you walked in that day, you knew, you already said, you know this is the exam, it's coming in 12 years, blah. And this is why it makes it such a difficult exam, because it's an era, it's a big part of your life. It is the greatest part of your life till this point. it makes it difficult, and it's friends and everything. But in
Exactly.
terms of difficult and suffering, not at all.
Not at all.
It is just difficult and memorable because of the occasion, and that's probably a much better way to describe
I
it.
think it's a much better way to
Yeah.
describe it, because I mean that was something you kind of looked forward to, that excitement of
Yeah,
12 years
yeah.
of actually being at school and actually writing your matric exams, the highlight of your school career, basically, you know, where you know you've achieved something. And you know, it can be very overwhelming, Dougal.
It is.
For a lot of students. And what I wanted to say out there as well, parents, please take note of your kids. It's going to be a very tough time. Don't expect much from them. They might, just for now, lay back a bit. You know, there's going to be a lot of study times, a lot of things involved. And also just watch your personalities, because, you know, there's a lot of pressure on these kids on, and I'm going to be straightforward and frank with you guys. Suicide goes up with the matriculants this time of the year, because there's a lot of pressure on our matriculants. So please take note of your kids. Speak to them. Give them a coffee. Give them a tea. Have a chat now and again. Let them take a break. And actually just listen to your kids, because it is very overwhelming. And kids out there that's watching this right now that feels it's a bit overwhelming, you know what? There is help. You can speak to somebody. There's a helpline, I believe, as well, you can call. Please, it's not worth taking your life, because you know what?
Oh, wow.
It's just one of those things necessarily that would have happened, but you know what? You learn from them. So please, guys, you know, breathe through this. Breathe.
Yeah. and this is the thing, man. It's this is why I say it's difficult. It's such an overwhelming thing. You gotta just go through it. But trust me, like everything, it comes to an end.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the future is bright. So you take full grasp of this opportunity. You give the best account of yourself.
Exactly.
And you work hard and you do what you got to do, and everything will be the way it should be.
And we can speak from experience. We look back now and we laugh about it. We can actually laugh about it. So you know what? It's all of us having to experience this necessarily, but you're going to look back and you're going to laugh about
And
it.
I want to be honest, man. I was nervous as hell.
Totally.
And do you know what? Like nervous as hell. And then I remember a history paper actually in matric as well, because I had history in matric as well. And I remember this, and like the questions, I didn't know what the hell they were asking. But I knew the work, right? And I just wrote my own little story, and I got great marks. So,
there we go.
You know, but I left there thinking to myself,
This is it.
yeah, no, I messed it up.
Exactly.
That's what and you know how you feel, like
Yes,
you're not sure.
I didn't do
and it's
this.
because of that whole not sure thing. So just trust everything is the way it's going to be. You go through your due diligence, make sure you know your work, make sure you give the best account of yourself, and be calm. Trust me, just be calm.
Just be calm.
Take it in your stride. This is nothing. I don't want to scare you, but once you're outside matric, it becomes a bit scary.
I do believe we have a comment there.
There's a comment here. Hopefully a matriculant. Okay, let's see who's the matriculant.
Hey, Mr. Hubert. Hubert is
Definitely not a matriculant. I know him.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Good luck, class of 2024. There we go.
There we go.
So there you go, guys.
Hubert is wishing you guys well.
and then Mark
best
as well.
wishes.
Mark as well says, Saturday Mark, wishing our class of 2024 all the best. Aside from being an academic challenge, it's a massive mental hurdle, so many students need to overcome. Truly wishing them all the best.
No, best wishes. Thanks for that. Thanks for that,
Thanks,
gentlemen.
everyone. Thank
you very much for that. So yeah, now good luck to all of you, and you know what? You will make us proud, because that's what it is.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
So one of the things I always used to watch on television, Dougal, which I used to really, it was a drag race from RuPaul. So there's a lot of people out there that might not know RuPaul, but RuPaul basically has this drag show where, you know, a lot of drag queens come on the show and then they compete. So they dress up, they do makeup, they do lip syncing. I'm telling you, it's one of the shows I really love. And guess what, everybody? It's coming to South Africa. So RuPaul is coming to South Africa. Auditions is happening in 2025, which is next year. So keep an eye open for it, guys. It's exciting times. South Africa is leaving its mark. Have you actually noticed on television they're using Cape Town a lot? In South Africa. So all these movies, and they're like, oh, now I was watching one movie and they actually had South Africa rands notes on the table. You know, they had the dollars. And ours was laying there. It's like, oh, look, South Africa. Ooh. So we're leaving our mark and we're getting out there. So
Until we have the BRICS currency, which will look different.
it will look totally different. Exciting times, Dougal. Exciting times. Go look at the BRICS as well, guys. Things are happening. You need to go look at that.
This is going to be brilliant, yeah.
Definitely,
So RuPaul's
definitely.
Drag Race, because it is quite a big program as far as reality TV goes.
Exactly.
It is absolutely huge.
And it's the first time it's coming to South Africa, so to the African continent. So well done. So it's about time. It's about time, definitely. So all our drag queens are there. Remember we did our one show also?
Yes.
Was it last week, the Cotel? So our Cotel people's there, our crowds, guys and ladies, go for it. Make
I'm
us
sure they're
proud
very
as South
aware of it
African.
already.
Exactly. Make us proud. Then today officially, Dugald.
Yeah.
Which is on this day in 2023, South Africa beat England, which is our rugby, in the semi-finals. Rugby on 2020, this was 2023, the World Cup. Obviously, South Africa had won, and we had won the World Cup. So it was such a proud moment. So obviously we won England.
We won the
Can
World
you
Cup.
believe it? Today, on this day, not the World Cup,
Yeah,
we won the
this
semi-final.
was the semi-final.
Yes, we
And then a
made
couple of days later, we actually got it.
So
Okay.
this was a turning point for South Africa where we made it to the finals. Remember, it was nail-biting. It was like at one pointer.
Yeah, it was all these one-pointer things. It just takes 1 point.
It was stressful. It was
Because this
really
is the thing,
stressful.
we now know it's 1 point because there were many 1 point victories. But nobody
Exactly.
really cares about the 1 point. It's like if you came second in the 100-meter sprint Olympic final, how much did you lose by? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was a photo finish. Nobody cares. You either got gold or silver.
Exactly.
So it feels like yesterday, but it was euphoric, wasn't it?
It was another, I'm telling you, it felt like we were in another world. I think South Africa was on such a high, as far as I'm concerned, with our rugby, that our nation, till today, I feel, we still feel that vibe of one, that the excitement of our
was
sports.
good, yeah. It
Oh
was
my
good.
word, it was
It was really good.
beautiful.
It was much needed. It was a lekker pick-me-up. It was all of that. It was really
was.
great. In fact, I now forgot the feeling. So basically, we need to win the
can
next
you?
one just to remind me of the feeling.
Yeah, let's go get the trophy again. Definitely, definitely.
But this is brilliant. I mean, a couple of days later, we went on to beat the All Blacks, which at the time I gave no chance even to reach the semi-final, like make it to the final, right?
Yeah.
Because just on the current form. But then again, it is All Blacks, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not a
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not Mickey Mouses. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that went awfully close. That could have also gone either way.
Could
a
have.
final as
Could
a
have,
final,
could
and
have.
even with the England game. But yeah, we gave a good account of ourselves. We did what we had to do, and that was the important thing. So,
And I think
but the margins are small at that level, man.
it's very small.
Do you know what I mean?
Very
Margins
small.
are small.
And I think a lot of people, like we said, ended up in hospital because I think their heart.
Alcohol poisoning.
It's just not alcohol, their hearts. I think everybody's hearts were sitting in their throat at the end of the day, because I can tell you, I cried bitterly. I cried like a little baby because it was just so overwhelming. I'm telling you, I was standing, I couldn't, the last 30 minutes of that game, I stood and I couldn't sit because I was just on another level of
It's amazing how
stress.
how a person can get into it. But that is great. But yeah. That was
And then
nice
one
feeling.
of the things that happened on Sunday, and I know there's quite a bit you're going to talk about also that happened on Sunday, but the Proteas Women Cricket, the T20 World Cup final in Dubai, that happened.
Yeah.
And I believe our ladies obviously made it to the finals, but they didn't win. New Zealand
They tripped on the last hurdle.
tripped on the last hurdle, and New Zealand won by 32 runs, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I was working, so I couldn't watch the whole game. So I watched, most of it that I watched was the New Zealand innings because we won the toss, sent them in. And then I watched the first little bit of us batting. And then, you know, we're in the middle when I looked for the update, I was like, oh dear. And then obviously I watched the last bit. But yeah, the truth of the matter is, when it comes to the cricket teams, there's, you know, we got into the final, the last one with the men's, which was 4 months ago or so. We did well, and our ladies did well. And I thought it was fantastic for us to go through to the final.
Finals, yeah.
This was really outstanding. Us beating Australia was really great in order to get there. Yes, New Zealand were better than us on the day, and well done to them. They were fantastic. But this is a lot for us to actually pick up and actually keep our heads high. And also it makes women's sport in South Africa so much stronger, and especially the cricket as well.
Exactly.
And will make it much more better supported, which is really fantastic. And we've got an amazing squad of players, really talented. They made it to the World Cup final.
I'm so
really
glad.
Great occasion, great to be part of it. New Zealand, well done. Very well done. Outstanding. Outstanding.
And I think, Dougal, in all sports, I mean, we need to support our ladies. So you know what? It's becoming more and more prevalent now that our ladies are making it onto the screen and they're being heard. Because, I mean, we're just looking 5 years back. Just 5 years, looking 5 years back. You never saw this.
And not only that,
you never heard about the ladies cricket team, the soccer team.
You would be hard-pressed to name women's sports stars in South Africa.
Exactly. You wouldn't. 5 years ago, you wouldn't be able to.
You wouldn't have. No. Especially with team sports. But I mean, if you throw the question in now, name a netball player, a cricket player, people will go.
Yeah.
People like Penny Haynes, people will remember Zola Buds of the day. They remember the you know what I mean? The solo people, like the swimmers, the runners, these sort of things. In terms of team sports, a very, very different dynamic. However, very proud. Yeah, but you lost.
But we made it to the finals.
You've got to take it, and we'll be stronger going forward.
I do believe you got some sports for us, Eddie.
Listen, so there was quite a bit of sports on the weekend, though, of course. I must just give a shout-out to all the Man United supporters, because I've been criticised. Apparently, I've been sledging them. But you know what I mean? And then I thought, it's very difficult to compliment something that's bad. Do you know what I mean? You know, like, very difficult. But anyway, they won.
They won.
They were surprised they won, because they were celebrating like they won a World Cup or something. But they won, so very well done to them. They beat the team properly by 1 goal. No, it was good. I've said this, and there's a reason. Look, obviously, let me just say this, because I know I'm going to be criticized now because I'm focusing on foreign football and not South African. But let's just say, in terms of the product, when you look at La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, PSL, wherever people play football, when it comes to the Premier League in terms of the reach, the global audience is far greater than anything else in terms of the money that gets pumped into it. It is, you know, the argument is, and the English would like you to believe that it is the best league in the world. And, you know, for us, it's probably a more accessible league. Also with the language thing, it's difficult for you. But although you could watch Serie A and, you know, listen to English commentary, that is available. But I mean, it's difficult. So in terms of what happens it is a big league. It's got some of the best coaches on the planet, definitely some of the best players. Wow. So it is, and the standard is really outstanding. So it can go anyway, and if you win it, it is fantastic. So yeah, a big turnaround, and the only reason I'm bringing up Man United is because the coach manager there, Eric Ten Hag, has been under pressure. So, and it's important for because Man United, arguably the biggest football club in the world.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If it's not the biggest, it's definitely there. On the table of who are the biggest amongst the people sitting at the table. It's definitely that. So it's important for this team to do very well, I think. You know, it's a poster club for the Premier League. So brilliant. I'm not a fan, but be as it may, I am a fan of the club that's currently top, which is Liverpool. And they beat Chelsea. So yeah, well done to Chelsea for showing up. I wouldn't have even rocked up for the game. But well done on showing up. That was well done. Arsenal, and we're talking big teams, Arsenal lost, which was a bit of a shock, but not a surprise. And I think maybe it's because there's some injuries to key personnel there. Difficult to say. I didn't watch the game, can't really comment. Manchester City, which is probably the best team in the planet, considering. They had a bit of a late comeback there against Wolves, which is right at the bottom of the league. In terms of where it is. But Wolves is only there because of their fixture list. So it shows you powerhouse against whoever's at the bottom current form, how close it is, and the margins are that small. So it's been a great run of results in some UEFA games to look forward to. So that is brilliant. So that was happening on the football side. As far as the other sport goes, of course, Leclerc won the US Grand Prix, which is brilliant. Well done. Raced around the, you know what I mean, ying. And apparently things are heating up for South Africa to actually have a Grand Prix here.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I heard that the ministers and I don't know who else, a whole delegation, they're going to the Middle East to have meetings there.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, Grand Prix might be happening in South Africa. I've heard it's hell of expensive to have it. Do you know what I mean? It's you must either choose healthcare for 3 years or actually host the Grand Prix. It's that kind of budget. Is that kind? Yeah. But apparently, you know, obviously there's a look. I can understand why. So we've had them before. So yeah, it will be great. It will be great. But Yeah, so apparently, hopefully.
Well, that basically also then obviously we'll have tourists here as well.
Yeah,
because everybody will
there's
be
all
coming,
these
so there will be a
plus
rippling
size
effect
things.
as well for us financially on South Africa supposed to be. So that will be good.
That's good. Some I know the Stormers did well with they won their rugby game on the weekend, which was great. Also the Proteas, while we're just going back to cricket here. So it was the day one of the test against Bangladesh. And the Bangladeshis fell early. They bowled them out quick, about 40 overs to score over 100 runs. The last time I checked, South Africa was like 60 odd for 2. Yeah. So,
Damn.
And that was before the close of play for the day. So yeah, South Africa, that's a good way to start off the test. So that is looking great. Then another big sporting story that was obviously in Cape Town this weekend was the Cape Town Marathon.
That's right.
There are some major marathons across the world, which is New York, the Berlin, Tokyo Marathon, London Marathon. Now, obviously, the Cape Town Marathon is trying to edge to get onto that level. Now, it was dominated by the Ethiopians, okay? Now, there's a picture there. I'm not sure who that is, but it was dominated by the Ethiopians. So, Abdissa Tola Adera won it from Ethiopia. And then Adani Kaberi Kaber came second. Mitku Tafa Dakeba was third. All of them from Ethiopia.
I was going to say all of them from Ethiopia.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow.
Now, here's the funny thing. These are 3 brassa from Ethiopia. They probably came here together. Okay? They probably came together. Now they leave together. Now, do you now make fun of the OK third? I'm just saying. If it's me and you, I'll be like...
Yeah, I won you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just
so
thinking.
I sit here with you on the further away so that I don't have to sit with you.
I won, man. I won. And it's not like I won by like hours or whatever. It's so close, man. Like the first crosses the line, the second is right there. Like it's awfully close. I actually had a look at the times, which was, and I actually wrote it down here. But for South Africa, there was great news within the women's leg because Glen Rose Kaba actually won it in a South African national record. How's this?
What?
Marathon. Okay, marathon, Rhoda, 42 Ks. 2 hours, 22 minutes, 22 seconds. How's that? Nice number.
Wait.
Play that for the Powerball. 2:22:22.
Oh, wow.
How's that for numbers?
How's that for numbers? So play a lot of numbers, guys.
So that is great. And it was a South African national record, which was great. Second place was Maria Didaba Husra, which we obviously know, which has been a legend. In a time of 2 hours, 22 minutes and 36 seconds.
Just look at that seconds, 22 seconds to
14 seconds. Now you got to ask yourself, what was that 14 seconds? Were you sneezing? Were you picking up a water?
Were you waving too much?
Or instead of running, were you waving too much? Or did you not cut the corner too tight, like 3, 4 corners? I don't know.
14 seconds.
Also from Ethiopia. And then third was the Kenyan Pascalia Chepkugei, which came third. So well done. So that was the results there. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Here's all our sports. Brilliant. Then I just wanted to end off before we end off the show, basically. We still got some time there quickly before we end off. I just wanted to basically tell you that the Word magazine October issue is out now. So you guys know that we're in collaboration with the Word magazine, and you know what? Guess what? Nickay featured in it as well, but I'll get in now to Nickay. Go back to Kevin Chaplin, was obviously on our show last week.
Yeah.
And he's obviously now in October, he's the front page.
Yes.
So go and read up about him. Obviously made big changes. So much he's doing for the community.
And this was a fascinating interview. One of the best ever.
One of the best ever, I'm telling you. So you know what? We'd love to get him back again, obviously onto our show as well. So it was great chatting to him. So this magazine is free. You can download it on www.wordmag.co.za. So I wanted to do a little bit of brag session to say that on page 39, Nickay is featured.
Here we go.
You see, that's page 39, people. So it's all about, obviously, our company, Nickay, which you know, guys know that I'm one of the directors, one of the owners of it.
There you are.
Did you see me there? Did you see me? So go and read up. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Me busy there, busy. So that's me giving a class there quickly, Dugald. Just a few tips on photography. And then go and read up about it. There's my partner in crime, Alfonso. So the two of us obviously featured in the magazine, and we the co-owners of Nickay. and go and read about it, find out about how we've made those changes, how we've changed our lives, and looking into the future on looking at Nickay and saying how we're going to make a difference.
Fantastic.
So go and read it. Page 39.
Can I ask you something? There,
Yes.
where you were giving a class. Can we go back and ask the producer just to take us back to that one? The previous photo. There it is.
Yeah.
There you bending. That's you giving a class.
That's me
Or
giving
like
a
a
class.
lesson.
That's right. Just a
why are
few
you
tips.
bending? Is it?
That was because obviously, you know, you got tall people, you got short people. So because I'm not extremely, I would say I'm an average woman, average person, height-wise. So if I've got a shorter person, because there's a lot of short people, I actually have to come down to them. So onto that level.
In the zone.
In that zone. If you're a taller person, I obviously have to lift myself. If
Free
you're a shorter
lessons,
person,
people.
there we go. So that's me bending there. So, you know, it's got a lot of strain on my knees.
Like walking. So what tips do you give to people who take selfies, Rhoda?
People that take selfies, obviously, just you see what I'm saying. You don't want your head looking big, and your angle is important.
Oh,
Cell phones is what
practice.
angles is very important. So
Okay.
yeah, page 39 can read up about us, and you know, WordMag. Like I said, we were, as Nickay collaborated with the WordMag. Go and download the magazine
check it
for
out,
free.
man.
There's a lot of fabulous articles in it as well. I've actually gone through it and I read through it. Go and do yourself a favor and actually go download this magazine. It's free, and go and read it.
Lovely stuff. Is that it?
That's it. There's all the details at the bottom, www.wordmag.co.za. Go and download the free copy of the magazine. And that's it.
That's it. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining us today. It's always a pleasure being with you. And we'll be back with you next week. Same time, same place.
Same time, same place. See you then.
From us until... Wait, we've got a...
Oh, Hubert. Oh.
We've got a comment there. Hubert says, well done, guys. Oh, yeah, that speaks to probably to the magazine.
Nickay.
Thank you, Hubert.
Thank you, Hubert. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
Hubert.
it.
I also say thank you.
Go and read the mag, Hubert. Go read the mag.
Yeah, go check it out. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, look after yourselves. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.